Hello mathematicians. In this video we want to understand the physical meaning of differentiation or derivative. Okay. What is the meaning of derivative of a function? We want to understand it using uh, velocity acceleration using the physical concept. Let's see. First we'll see the formal definition of derivative. We take a function f from open a comma b to real numbers. Okay, and you take a point c belongs to open a comma b, and so first you have to define the right derivative and the left derivative. Okay, right derivative is equal to limit h tends to 0 plus. That means that this point h is approaching 0 from the right side. If you consider the real line, this h is coming from right side. Okay, f of c plus h minus f of c by h. This limit, if it exists, then that value is said to be the right limit. Okay, similarly, the left derivative, the this is called right derivative. Similarly, the left derivative is said to be limit h tends to 0 minus. So here you are approaching 0 from the left side. If this limit exists, we call left derivative. And if the left derivative and right derivative are equal at a point c, then we say that the f prime of c, the derivative of the function f at the point c, exists. Okay, and the common value is said to be the derivative value. This is, we define it to be f prime of c. Okay, so this is the formal mathematical limit definition of derivative, but we want to understand it using some physical interpretation. Okay, so let's consider this function f of x equal to x square for non-negative, non-positive real numbers, and 100x in the for non-negative real numbers. Okay, so first let's quickly see that this function is not differentiable at the point 0. Okay, so if we consider any point other than 0, for negative numbers this is x square, so it is differentiable. For positive number it is 100x, it is again a polynomial, so differentiable, no problem. Only at the point 0 it is behaving like so from to the left it is x square, so right it is 100x. So maybe there is a chance that this function is not differentiable at 0 because we are splitting the function at 0. Let's see. So if you calculate the right limit and left limit using the so let's calculate f prime of 0 plus equal to limit h tends to 0 plus f of 0 plus h minus f of 0 by h. Okay, so f of 0 plus h, that is just f of h. Now when you approach uh, 0 from the right side, the value for h are positive. Okay, therefore in the positive side you have to put the function value 100x. So for f of h we are putting 100h because the h is approaching 0 from the right side. F of 0 is 0, that is clear from the definition of the function, and by h, this h. Okay, h cancel, you get 100. That is the right derivative. Okay, similarly if you look at the left derivative of the function, from the left side, when you approach 0 from the left side, if you approach 0 from the left side, you will get negative numbers. So for negative numbers, the function definition is x square, x square. So f of 0 plus h equal to f of h, that is h square. F of 0 is 0 by h. If you cancel one h, you will get limit h tends to 0 minus h, that is equal to 0. Therefore left derivative and right derivative, they are not equal. Therefore this function is not differentiable at 0. Okay, that is fine, but we want to understand this phenomena using some physical interpretation. Okay, so real life interpretation. So we assume that this is a velocity function of a moving particle, say of a moving car. Okay, or a moving bike will be very easy. So let's assume this is a velocity function of a moving bike. Okay, bike or a scooty, whatever. Now what is, now if you look at this function, I said this is velocity. Velocity, you can think of it as a speed. Okay, so what it happens is, so here the velocity is decreasing. Okay, so maybe I will use the word speed, but you have to take this interpretation with a pinch of salt. This is my understanding. So let's see. So the speed is decreasing. So for this interpretation, this for me x axis represent time. Okay, So at a time t1, I have this much speed. At time t2, I have this much speed. At t3, I have this much speed. So at t3, the speed is this much. At t4, this much speed. At t5, this much speed, and so on. So for example, at t2, so the speed will be like something like 15 kilometer per hour. At t1 the speed will be like some 40 kilometer per hour. Okay, so this is our we are given meters in how much meters speed at corresponding time. Okay, so at the t3 the speed is 0. That means that when you reach the time t3 your vehicle come to the rest. Okay, so from if you look at this, so so velocities keep decreasing, and at t3 it becomes 0. After that you have this this is the graph of velocity function. So when you go to t4 this much, when you go to t5, so here there is some problem we want to understand. So what is the problem? Okay, now if this is the function of velocity, what is its derivative? Okay, so derivative of the velocity function represents acceleration. Okay, so what is acceleration? So if you have experience of driven any bike or scooty, in your right hand side you will have accelerator, right? If you give little bit acceleration, bike will go smooth. If you give too much acceleration suddenly, like you will feel a little bit uncomfortable, right? So that is the accelerator in our right hand side. So basically here the speed is reducing and coming to 0. That means that you are slowly reducing the acceleration. So when you reach here, the acceleration will also be 0. Okay, because when the speed comes to 0, acceleration also comes to 0. For example, for this function the acceleration is its derivative. So f prime of x equal to 2x. For in the negative in this area, derivative is 2x. In other words, acceleration is 2x. So when x tends to 0, acceleration is gradually reduces to 0. But in the positive side, the acceleration is 100. Okay, if it is 100x, then the f prime of x is 100. Okay, so what happens is, so this is when the here acceleration also slowly decreases, and at the time t3 acceleration is coming to 0, but immediately after 0 you are giving acceleration suddenly 100, because once you cross 0 at the time, at the very next second, note that this is time. Okay, after the time t at the time t3 you have 0 acceleration. Immediately after the next second you have, because it all these points the velocity is 100x, means that acceleration is 100. So in your vehicle you are giving suddenly too much acceleration. What happens? So here vehicle is coming with some speed, and it is just taking at this point it takes rest, and suddenly you are giving some acceleration, and that also amount of 100. Like then you what happens? So you will feel some too much jerk, right? Suddenly you will feel jerk, right? So that is happening. That is what physically means the function is not differentiable at the point t3. Suppose if like you consider this function, like for example like f of x equal to x square, so here it is 0, and again it is gradually increasing, the velocity is increasing gradually, and the acceleration also you are giving slowly, you are increasing the acceleration. That is fine, that is a smooth process. Therefore such functions are differentiable at origin. But here the problem is sudden rise in the acceleration. Okay, so you try to imagine this interpretation, you can understand derivative much better. Okay guys, if you learned something new from this video, please click the like button and share with your friends and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.